Shalom Wakazak Mashpaka. Welcome to another episode of Daily Tonic in the World right here on DC Create TV. And I remain your humble host, Daniel Fesin Lion Yashirala. And today, we are continuing from where we stopped yesterday, which is actually the book of Vayiqra, Leviticus, chapter 23. We're taking it down to the last chapter of the book, chapter 27. And it says, And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yashrael, and say unto them, concerning the feast of Yahuwah, which ye shall proclaim to be holy assembly. Even these are my feast. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Shabbat, of Yahuwah, of rest, a holy assembly. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Shabbat of Yahuwah in all your dwellings. These are the feasts of Yahuwah, or even holy assemblies, which ye shall proclaim in their appointed times. In the 14th day of the first month, at even, is Yahuwah's Pesach, the 14th day of the first month. That's the 14th day of month Aviv. 6. And the 15th day of the same month is the feast of Matzah. That's the feast of unleavened bread unto Yahuwah. 7 days must ye must eat matzah. In the first day ye shall have a holy assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah 7 days. In the seventh day is an holy assembly. Ye shall do no servile work therein. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yashrael, and say unto them, When ye are come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf. Ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before Yahuwah to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Shabbat, the priest shall wave it. And ye shall offer that day, when you wave the sheaf, a he lamb without blemish of the first year, for an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah. And the oblation thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour, mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah, a sweet savour, and a drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched grain, nor green ears, until the self-same day that ye have brought an offering unto Yahuwah, unto your Elohim. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Shabbat, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 days shall be complete, even unto the morrow after the seventh Shabbat shall ye number 50 days. And ye shall offer a renewed oblation unto Yahuwah. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deal. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruit unto Yahuwah. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah, with their oblation and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of the sweet savour unto Yahuwah. Then shall ye sacrifice 1 kid of a goat for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruit for a wave offering before Yahuwah with the two lambs. They shall be holy to Yahuwah for the priest. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be a holy assembly unto you. Ye shall do no several work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all dwellings throughout generations. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, you shall not make clean radiance of the corners of your field. When you reap, neither shall you gather any gleaning of your harvest. You shall leave them unto the poor and to the strangers. I am Yahuwah Elohim. For those of you who have farms and you harvest everything, the Most High actually ask you to leave that part. Don't gain everything. Reserve for the poor and the strangers among you. Because remember that our fathers also were strangers at a point in time in the land of Canaan. Let's go on. 23. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Shabbat, a memorial of blowing of shofar, a holy assembly. This goes into the feast of trumpets. Most of you don't know about the feast of trumpets and the feast of shofar. In the 7th month, ye shall do no several works therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Also, on the 10th day of the 7th month is Yom Kippurim. Yom Kippurim means Feast of Atonement. That's the Day of Atonement. That's the day when it assigned that we all will afflict our soul. The day that the children of Asherah will fast all around the world. It shall be a holy assembly unto you, and you shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. And you shall do no work in that same day, for it is Yom Kippurim before Yahuwah Elohim. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And whatsoever soul it be that does any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. You shall do no manner of works throughout. This shall do no manner of works. There shall be a statute forever throughout your generation in all your dwellings, and it shall be unto you for a Shabbat of rest. And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at the evening. At the evening, from evening to evening, shall ye celebrate your Shabbat. This is another precept. For those who be saying the time actually start from 12 midnight. He said it here, from evening to evening. Genesis chapter 1 make us know that evening and morning. This particular verse, Vayiqra 23:32, evening to evening. King David said in the book of Psalms 55 verse 17, evening, morning, and at noon will I pray, to tell you that the arrangement of time starts from the evening, sundown. 33, and Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, saying, The 5th day of the 7th month shall be the feast of Sukkot. Sukkot simply means the feast of booths. That's the feast of tabernacle. Feast of Sukkot for 7 days unto Yahuwah. On the first day shall be a holy assembly. Ye shall do no several works therein. 7 days shall you offer an offering made of fire unto Yahuwah. On the 8th day shall be a holy assembly unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no several works therein. These are the feasts of Yahuwah, which ye shall proclaim to be holy assembly, to offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah, an ascending smoke offering, and an oblation, a sacrifice, and drink offering, everything upon this day. besides the Shabbat of Yahuwah, and besides your gift, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto Yahuwah. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you shall gather in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto Yahuwah 7 days. Of the first day shall be a Shabbat, and on the eighth day shall be a Shabbat. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before Yahuwah 7 days. And ye shall keep it a feast unto Yahuwah 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in Sukkot as in booths, in tents, 7 days. All that are Yasharel born shall dwell in Sukkot, that your generations may know that I made the children of Yasharel dwell in Sukkot as dwell in booths, when I brought them out of the land of Mizraim. I am Yahuwah Elohim. And Moshe declared unto the children of Yasharel the feasts of Yahuwah. Chapter 24. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, command the children of Yasharel, saying, what children of Yasharel, that they bring unto you pure olive oil, beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continually, without the veil of the testimony of the tabernacle. In the tabernacle of the assembly shall Aaron order it from the evening unto the morning before Yahuwah continually. It shall be a statute forever in your generation. He shall order the lamp upon the pure menorah before Yahuwah continually, and ye shall make fine flour and bake 12 cakes thereof. Ye 2/10 deals shall be in one cake, and you shall set them in 2 rows, 6 on a row, and upon the pure table before Yahuwah. And you shall put pure frankincense upon each row, that it may be on the bread of a memorial, even an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. But every Shabbat he shall set it in order before Yahuwah continually, being taken from the children of Yasharel by an everlasting covenant. And it shall be unto Aaron's and his sons, and they shall eat it in the holy place, for it is most holy unto the people of the offerings of Yahuwah, made by fire, by perpetual statute. And the sons of a Yasharelite woman, that's the son of a Israelite woman, whose father was a Mizraim, went out among the children of Yasharel, and this son of the Yasharite woman and a woman of Yasharel strove together in the camp. And the Yasharite woman's son blasphemed the name of Yahuwah and cursed. And they brought him unto Moshe. And his mother's name was Shelomite, the daughter of Divri, of the tribe of Dan. And they put him in word that the mind of Yahuwah might be showed them. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, bring forth him that he has caused without the camp, and let all that heard him lay his hand upon his head. Let all the assemblies stone him. And you shall speak unto the children of Yasharel, saying, whosoever curse is Elohim shall bear his sin, and he that blasphemes the name of Yahuwah, he shall surely be put to death. And all the assemblies shall certainly stone him, as well as strangers, as he as he that is born in the land, when the blasphemy, when he blasphemes the name of Yahuwah, shall be put to death. And he that kills any man shall surely be put to death. And he that kills a beast shall make it good, beast for beast. And if a man cause a blemish in his neighbors, and as he has done, so shall it be done to him. Breach for breach, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. As he has caused a blemish in a woman, so shall it be done to him again. And he that kills a beast, he shall restore it. And he that kills a man, he shall be put to death. You see that? And ye shall have one manner of law, as well as the strangers, as for one of your own country. For I am Yahuwah Elohim. And Moshe spoke unto the children of Yasharel that they bring forth him that had cursed out of the camp, and stoned him with stones. And the children of Yasharel did as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. Now we're in chapter 25. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Shabbat unto Yahuwah. 6 years shall you sow your field, and the 6 years shall you prune your vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Shabbat of rest unto the land, a Shabbat for Yahuwah. You shall neither sow your field nor prune your yard. That which grows of its own accord of your harvest you shall not reap, neither gather the grapes of your vine undressed. For it is a year of rest unto the land, and the Shabbat of the land shall be food for you. And the Shabbat of the land shall be food for you, for you and your servants, and for your maid, and for your hired servant, and for your strangers that sojourn with you, and for your cattle, and for the beasts that are in your land, shall all the increase therefore be meat. You see that? So for those of us who actually have plots of land and other things, we are meant to keep this. Use your farm for 6 years. On the 7th year, just let it be. Whatever grows from that farmland, it is the Shabbat, it is the rest for that land. Whatever grows for meat, just let it be. It can be a meat for you, you can go there to take it, but majorly don't work on that farm. Leave that land for that year. It is a year of rest. So whatever that land grow voluntarily, it can be taken by strangers, by the poor, by any other thing, as it is written, not my own word. Verse 8, and you shall remember, and you shall number 7 Shabbats of year unto you, 7 times 7 years, and the space of the 7 Shabbats of the year shall be unto you 49 years. That's 49 years. Remember, 7 times 7 give us 49. Then shall you cause the shofar of the Jubilee to sound in the 10th day of the 7th month, in the Yom Kippurim, in Yom Kippurim, thank you, shall you make the shofar sound throughout all your land. And ye shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants therein. It shall be a jubilee unto you, and you shall return every man unto his possession, and you shall return every man unto his family. A jubilee shall be 50th year. A jubilee shall be 50th year be unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which grow of itself. You see that? In it, nor gather the grapes in it of your vineyard, of your vine or dress. And it, for it is a jubilee, it is a jubilee, it shall be holy unto you. Ye shall eat the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of jubilee ye shall return every man unto his possession. And if you sell not, if you sell aught not unto, if you sell, pardon me, if you sell out unto your neighbor, or buy out of your neighbor's hand, you shall not oppress one another. According to the number of the year after the jubilee, you shall buy of your neighbor, and according unto the number of the year of the fruit, he shall sell unto you. According to the multitude of the years, you shall increase the price thereof. And according to the fewness of years, according to the fewness of years, you shall diminish the price of it. For according to the number of the years of the fruit, it sells unto you. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but you shall fear your Elohim, for I am Yahuwah Elohim. Straight commandment. You shall not oppress one another. So for those who are having the big cars, many money, multi-million-dollar houses, the expensive phones, expensive luxuries, whatever, Scripture says, don't oppress one another. Live your life to impress Yahuwah. Don't live your life intentionally to oppress those who are poor. Verse 18. Wherefore you shall do my statutes, and shall guard my judgment, and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land in safety, and the land shall yield a fruit, and shall give you your field, and dwell therein in safety. And if ye shall say, what shall we eat the seventh year? Behold, ye shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. Then I will command my blessings upon you in the 6th year, and they shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. Wow. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat yet of old fruit unto the 9th year, until our fruit comes in. Until our fruit comes in, ye shall eat of the old store, and the land shall not be sold forever. For the land is mine, for ye are strangers and sojourners with me. And in all the land of your possession, you shall grant a redemption for the land. And if your brother be waxing poor, and has sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold. And if the man have none to redeem it, he and himself be able to redeem it, then let him count the years of the sales thereof, and restore the overplus unto the man to whom he sold it, which he may return unto his possession. But if he be not to restore it to him, then that which is sold shall remain in the hands of him that has bought it until the year of jubilee. Then in the jubilee it shall go out, and shall return on his possession. And if a man sells a dwelling house in a walled city, then he may redeem it within a whole year after it is sold, whether a full year shall be a redeem it. Within a full year may he redeem it. Verse 30. And if it be not redeemed within the space of a full year. Then the house that is in the walled city shall be established forever to him that bought it throughout his generation. It shall not go out in jubilee. 31. But the houses of the village, which has no wall round about them, shall be counted as the field of the country. They may be redeemed, and they shall go out in the jubilee. Notwithstanding the cities of the Levium, that's the Levitical priest, the tribe of Levi, and the houses of the cities of their possession may the Levium redeem at any time. And if a man purchase of the Levium, then the house that was sold and the city of his possession shall go out in the year of jubilee. For the houses of the cities of Levium are their possession among the children of Yasharel. But the field of the suburbs of their cities may not be sold, for it is their perpetual possession. And if your brother be waxing poor and falling in decay with you, then you shall relieve him. Yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with you. Take no usury of him or increase, but fear your Elohim, and that your brother may live with you. You shall not give him your money upon usury, nor lend him your victuals for increase. I am Yahuwah Elohim, which brought you forth out of the land of Mizraim, to give you the land of Canaan, and to be your Elohim. And if your brother dwells by you, be waxing poor, and be sold unto you, you shall not compel him to serve as a bondman, as a bond servant, but as a hired servant. And as he sojourn, he shall be with you, and he shall serve you unto the year of jubilee. And then shall he depart from you, both he and his children with him, and he shall return unto his family, and unto the possession of his father shall he return. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Mizraim. They shall not be sold as bondmen. You shall not rule over one, and you shall not rule over him with rigor, but shall fear your Elohim. Both your bondmen and your bondmaids, which you shall have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall you buy bondmen and bondwomen. Moreover, of the children of the strangers that sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and of their people that are with you, which they begat in your land, and they shall be your possession. Wow. And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you. That's the other nations, the heathens. To inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondmen forever, but over your brethren, the house of Yasharel, you shall not rule one over another with rigor. Do you see that? And if a sojourner or stranger wax rich by you, and your brothers which dwell by him wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger or sojourner with you by you, or to the stock of the stranger's family. After that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him. Either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is near of kin unto him of his family shall redeem him. And if he be able, he may redeem himself, and he shall reckon with him that bought him from the year that he was sold to them unto the year of Jubilee. And the place of his sales shall be according unto the numbers of years, according to the year of hired industry. Shall be of hired, according to the time of a hired servant, not industry. Hired servant shall it be with him. Pardon me. I'm actually into the industry of, I'll call it the media industry, not the one of the world. I actually do my part for the work of the most, and also for the suitable usage of our nation. Actually, keeping the commandment actually is not boring. We can also create things that are righteous and holy. That is why we're having content like this coming out to entertain our people, and also to educate them, also to advise, to encourage them. So this is our own industry. We are reforming and we are rebuilding the wicked industry of the world to make it industry of righteousness. So pardon me using the word industry there. It's not industry. It's talking about a hired servant. 51. If there be yet many years behind, according unto them, he shall give again the price of his redemption out of the money that he was bought for. And if there remain but few years unto the year of Jubilee, then he shall count with him, and according to his years shall he give him again the price of his redemption. And as a yearly hired servant shall he be with him, and the other shall not rule with rigor over him in your sight. And if he be not redeemed in these years, then he shall go out in the year of Jubilee, both he and his children with him. For unto the children of Yasharel are servants. They are my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Mishraim. I am Yahuwah Elohika.
Know the line. Are you searching for a conducive and affordable apartment within the Bahari Beach, Tanzania? Don't go too far. We have 4-bedroom furnished apartment, 3 BHK, 2 en-suite bedrooms, and 1 public toilet. And our building is well fitted with the air conditioner, free water, just 5 to 7 minutes drive from Bahari Beach. Also, we have 1 free border ride to the beach per month, access to Fire Sticks, DSW TV available as well. And don't forget, we also have unlimited Wi-Fi just for 50,000 per month. And also, our conducive apartment is close to Jambo Supermarket, close to Kibo Plaza, close to Vodacom and Tigo Pesa, close to many Wakala stations, close to Barabara Restaurant, close to Yoki Market, Leisure Plaza Hotel and Restaurant and Pool, close to Budget Resort Restaurant, and also close to TJ Daycare, to prove that our apartment has good landmarks within the outskirts of Tanzania. Also, we have rentals of BMX bicycle with motor. We have the Mercedes-Benz bicycle and the Mountain Foldable Travel bicycle for rent as well. So, all these great things can only cost you just 1.5 million per month for the next 3 months of the rental for this apartment. Wow! Why not you make it a date? Come home, visit the motherland, come look at the prestigious view of Tanzania at the comfort of what you can ever imagine. To get all this offer, please contact 144 Global Solution on this phone number +2 5 5 7 6 9 4 0 2 7 443. Also, contact us via email at mayaspeakstz@gmail.com. And I'm hoping and also promising that this will be a treat that you will never forget. Because with 144 Global Solutions, we are always here to bring solution to your luxurious living. It's like home.
For sponsorship, advert placement, please call or WhatsApp this number +234 811 731 0928.
Who said that the righteous don't party?
It's party time!
Are you hoping to hold a show having an exclusive DJ come to mix with righteous songs from various Hebrew artists coming from different parts of the world, bringing their unique voices to praise Yahuwah using the ministry of songs, and also having a DJ who can help us mix the sync of musics together to make you shake your body and dance off your sorrow righteously? Please contact DJ UL Kingdom Music.
Yo, shalom and peace. Be encouraged. This is DJ Yoel. Hold on to the vision the Most High gave you. He will bring it to pass.
For booking and inquiry, please call DJ Joel on +1 770 256 2241. Call us today and let's make your event a memorable one. Joel Kingdom Music, bringing the vibe of righteousness into your event.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now let us go to the other part of the class. Now we are in chapter 26. So we are taking it as a concluding part. Ye shall make no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am Yahuwah Elohim. You shall guard my Shabbat and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahuwah. If ye walk in my statutes and my commandments and do them, then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield her fruit, and your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and ye shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely. And I will give peace, in the land, lying down with nothing to fear, and the Shabbat of life. Though evil be a part of the land, there is no sword to bring in the land, and ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. Who are you talking to it here? Children of Yasharel. And ye shall eat old store, and bring forth the old before the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and I will put your Elohim, and I will be your Elohim, and ye shall be my people. I am Yahuwah Elohim, which brought you out of the land of Mizraim, that ye may know that ye should not be their bondmen. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and make you go upright. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise, as if you will hate my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgment, if your soul hates my judgment, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague, that shall consume your eyes, and cause sorrow of heart, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, and your enemies shall eat it. Let us rest ourselves. This particular part, if we look at this particular part, who is talking to actually? People of color. That is why now he has appointed terror over us. He appointed terror over us. That's why now we're having government that only care about themselves and their pocket, in which they are pouring out terror upon our people, grievous strife, grievous punishment, grievous hardship. That's the terror. Why? Because we refuse, we despise and hate and abhor his covenant. That's why this is actually happening to us. So let people fool you that you are Nigerians, you are Ghanaians, but the fact that your ancestors were invaded and the some of them actually into slavery, forget about it. You are the one this passage is talking about. Verse 17, and I will set my eyes against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursues you. And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins. And I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heavens as iron, and your earth as brass. Now, saying that he make our heavens as iron and our earth as brass. Now let us do a quick experiment. Imagine that this palm actually is the earth. Now the heavens above us are like iron, covered. Now here's my question. How is it possible for the noise under a heavy metal like iron be heard? It is only you who is inside that iron, inside that brass, that can hear your voice echoing, because it is within that covering. Your cry, your prayers, everything can never go outside to get to the Shemaim. That is why we are wasting. That is why all your prayers in religion, crying for prosperity, crying for good whatever, crying for everything, despite your years going for revivals to revivals, from vigil to vigil, praise night to praise night, crusade to crusade, outreach to outreach, yet poverty is still swimming with you. It is because you chose to hate Yah's commandment. Your pastors will never tell you the fraud that they commit to gather those wealth. They only go to the pulpit to come and lie to you. That is why you have been in religion for the past 21 years, but yet poverty actually never changed in your life, because they've deceived you in church that what they call testimony is that you go out, nothing happened to you, or maybe because you are sick, you went for a particular surgery, it was successful, or because maybe you are sick, after you take some herbs, you take injection, now you are healed. That is testimony. Don't be fooled. Wake up. Let's press on verse 20. And your strength shall be spent in vain, for your land shall not yield an increase, neither shall the trees of the land yield a fruit. And if ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plague upon you according to your sins. I will also send wild beasts among you, and shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in numbers, and your highways shall be desolate. Why do you think for those who might know the history of America, why do you think those wicked Edomites were feeding black babies as bait to alligators and crocodiles? It's a prophecy. Why do you think even with those of us who are right here in motherland, you claim to say you are having your farms, you have your chicken farm, you have your abomination farm as well, that's the catfish farm? Why do you think every now and then snakes keep coming into your farm to swallow eggs of your chicken, and even strike or even kill your chickens? Because it's actually a prophecy. He said they will send wild beasts against among you. Verse 23. And if ye will not be reformed by me, by these things, but will walk contrary unto me, then will I also walk contrary unto you, and I will punish you yet 7 times for your sin. And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send the pestilence among you, and ye shall deliver into the hand of the enemy. You see that? That is why the pandemic of COVID-19 or coronavirus was actually a success. It was because we as a people we are not keeping Yah's commandments. That's why he sent that pestilence. Though that particular pandemic killed some people, because the pestilence actually come into our cities. It was because we refused to keep Yah's commandments. 26. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied. This actually goes in 2 ways. It also speaks in a parabolic, in a kind of parable. That is why today we have men, even in the day of King Solomon. That is why he's not contented with one woman. The 10 women that shall make bread for him and not be satisfied actually also goes into the aspect of he will have that multiple wives, but yet he still wants more. 27. And if ye will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury, not in mercy, in fury. Even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your son, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. And I will destroy your high places, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols. And my soul shall abhor you. And I will make your cities waste, and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation. And I will not smell the savour of your sweet odors. And I will bring the land into desolation, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished at it. And I will scatter you among the Edens, and I will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then shall the land enjoy a Shabbat, as long as it lies desolate, and ye be in your enemy's land. Ye be in your enemy's land. Even then shall the land rest and enjoy a Shabbat. That is why today we have our people in our enemy's land. And remember, Revelation chapter 2 verse 9 makes us understand the fact that those who are calling themselves the Jewish now, it was because that land that they saw was desolate. That was why they were able to come there and take that place and claim that identity and do a sort of madness under identity theft. Let us proceed. Verse 35. As long as it lies desolate, it shall rest, because it did not rest in your Shabbats, when ye dwell upon it. And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies, and the sound of the shaking leaf shall chase them, and they shall flee as fleeing from a sword, and they shall fall when none pursue. That is why today we actually can't be able to guarantee safety anymore. At every slightest noise, everyone starts shivering. It's because it's actually a curse, because now we are not in our land. We are actually in the enemy's land, where we sojourn to come and hide, to find refuge. Verse 37. And he shall fall upon, and he shall fall, and they shall fall one upon another, as it were before a sword, when none pursues, and ye shall have no power to stand before your enemies, and ye shall perish among the heathens, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up, and they that are left in you shall pine away in their iniquity in your enemies' land, and also in the iniquity of their fathers shall they pine away with them. If they shall confess their iniquity, see that condition. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers and their transgressions which they transgressed against me, and that also they have worked contrary unto me, and that I also have worked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled. Now this will tell you that circumcision is not only by physical circumcision alone. You must also circumcise your heart. And remember, circumcision actually comes in two ways. It comes with two things, not two ways, with two things. The two ways actually is physical circumcision, and the second way actually is your mind, your heart being circumcised. Now, circumcision actually comes with two things, which is what? Cutting away of something, and actually a pain after cutting away from something. That is why when a child actually is being circumcised, a male child is being circumcised, something actually is being cut off from that child. The foreskin of that male child has been cut off. After that, that male child will feel pain until he is healed. Also, when you try to circumcise your heart as well, you are trying to cut off that wickedness, that demonic spirit in you, that sinful life that is in you. You are trying to cut it off. When you cut it off, actually, the pain that you will feel actually is going into the pain of you trying to repent, because you will think it's hard to live a holy life. You will think it's hard to keep the commandments. The pain of you not being loved like the way you were being loved when you were in the world is that pain that will come after you cut off from those things. But after a while, when you start healing up, making the commandments a lifestyle for you, automatically you have circumcised your heart and you have healed to become perfect unto Yahuwah. Let us get back to scriptures. Then they accept the punishment of their iniquity. Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob. That's after we have remembered, we have confessed our sin, and we have circumcised our heart. That is when he will not remember the covenant that he had with our forefather Jacob. And also my covenant with Yitzchak, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. The land also shall be left of them, and shall enjoy a Shabbat, and while she lies desolate without them. And they shall accept the punishment of their iniquity, because they despise my judgment, and because their souls harbored my statute. And yet for all that when they be in the land of their enemies. I will not cast them away, neither will I harbor them, to destroy them utterly, and to break my covenant with them. For I am Yahuwah Elohim. I am Yahuwah Elohim. 45. But I will for their sakes, but I will for their sakes, and for the sakes of those that repent, confess their sins, the sins of their forefathers, confess it and circumcise their heart to go back to Yahuwah. He says, for their own sake, not for the sake of all the children of Yasharel. Those who are still stiff-necked, that don't want to confess their sins, to repent, he doesn't care about them. But he's saying that for the sake of those that can come back to their senses, to think and confess their sins, confess the sins of their fathers, know that confess that they hated the statute, accept their fault, accept their judgment. He said, for their sake. But I will for their sake remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Mizraim in the sight of the heathens, that I might be their Elohim. I am Yahuwah. These are the commandments and judgments and Torah which Yahuwah made between him and the children of Yasharel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moshe. Now, chapter 27, the last chapter for today. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Yasharel, and say unto them, when a man shall make a singular vow, and the person shall be for Yahuwah by your estimation, and your estimation shall be of the male from 20 years old even unto 60 years old, even your estimation shall be 50 shekels of silver, after the shekels of the sanctuary. And if it be a female, then your estimation shall be 30 shekels. And if it be from 5 years old even to 20 years old, then your estimation shall be of the male 20 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. And if it be from a month old even unto 5 years old, then your estimation shall be of the male 5 shekels of silver, and for the female your estimation shall be 3 shekels of silver. And if it be 60 years old and above, if it be a male, then your estimation shall be 15 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. But if he be poorer than your estimation, then he shall present himself before the priest, and the priest shall value him according to his ability that vowed shall the priest value him. And if it be a beast, whereof men bring an offering unto Yahuwah, that all that any man brings of such unto Yahuwah shall be holy. He shall not alter it, nor change it, a good for a bad, or a bad for a good. And if he shall at all change beast for beast, then it and the exchange thereof shall be holy. The exchange thereof shall be holy. Verse 11. And if it be any unclean beast, of which they do not offer a sacrifice unto Yahuwah, then he shall present the beast before the priest, and the priest shall value it, whether it be good or bad. As you value it, who are the priests, so shall it be. But if he will not be at all redeem it, then he shall add a fifth part thereof unto your estimation. And when a man shall sanctify his house, be it to be holy unto Yahuwah, then the priest shall estimate it, whether it be good or bad, as the priest shall estimate it, so shall they be. And so shall it be. And if he that sanctify it will redeem his house, then he shall add the fifth part of the money of your estimation unto you, and it shall be his. And if a man shall sanctify unto Yahuwah some part of the field, some part of a field of his possession, then your estimation shall be according to the seed thereof. And a homer of barley seed shall be valued at 50 shekels of silver. If he sanctify his field by the year of Jubilee, according to your estimation, it shall stand. But if he sanctify his field after the Jubilee, then the priest shall reckon unto him the money according to the year of but if he sanctify his field after the Jubilee, but the priest shall reckon unto him the money according to the year that remain, even unto the year of Jubilee, and it shall be abated from your estimate. Which is, you that actually have land, they are trying to sell other things. He says, when that time comes, you to live, that you abate from your estimate. 19. And if he that sanctified the field will in any wise redeem it, then he shall add the fifth part of the money of the estimation unto it, and it shall be assured to him. And if he will not redeem the field, or if he have sold the field to another man, it shall not be redeemed anymore. But the field, when it goes out in the Jubilee, shall be holy unto Yahuwah, as a field devoted. The possession thereof shall be the priest's. And if a man sanctify unto Yahuwah a field which has not of the field have of his possession, then the priest shall reckon unto him the worth of your estimation, even unto the year of the Jubilee, and he shall give your estimation in that day as a holy thing unto Yahuwah. In the year of Jubilee, the field shall return unto him of whom it was bought, even to him of whom the possession and of the land did belong. And all your estimation shall be according to the shekels of the sanctuary. 20 gerahs shall be the shekel. 26. Only the firstling of the beast, which should be Yahuwah's offering, which should be Yahuwah's firstling. No man shall sanctify it, whether it be ox or sheep. It is Yahuwah's. And if it be of unclean beast, then he shall redeem it according to your estimation, and shall add to a fifth part of it thereto. Then it shall be sold according to the estimation, notwithstanding to devote things. That a man shall devote unto Yahuwah of all that he has, both man and beast, and of the field of his possession, and shall be sold of holy communion. And shall be sold or redeemed. Every devoted thing is most holy unto Yahuwah. You see, every devoted thing is most holy unto Yahuwah. Don't say that because actually, let me see, the book of Joshua has said, Joshua 1:8, this book of the Lord shall not depart out of my mouth, that I meditate therein day and night. Now imagine you devote yourself into working for Yahuwah, studying the word, and you chose that You don't want to devote yourself anymore. He says, none devoted, which shall be devoted of men, shall be redeemed. So do you that are not devoted, you are not honest. Remember, the word devotion actually talks about humility. So let us press on. And all the tithes of the land, whether of the seed of the land, or the fruit of the tree, is Yahuwah's. It is only unto Yahuwah. And if a man will at all redeem out of his tithe, he shall add thereto the fifth part thereof. And concerning the tithe of the herd and of the flock, even of whatsoever passes under the rod, the tenth shall be holy unto Yahuwah, and no one can he shall not search whether, he shall not search whether it be good or bad, neither shall he change it. And if he change it at all, then both it and the change thereof shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which Yahuwah commanded Moshe, the children of Yasharel, in Mount Sinai. Wow, that's chapter 27 we just read. So all praise to the Most High Yah for that, for giving us the chance to be able to cover up this book of Vayiqra completely. So with this, we make it a wrap on today's episode of the program. Yah's will come again tomorrow. Start from here, which actually we are going to the next book, the book of Bemidbar, that's Numbers. Yah's will. And remember your humble host, Daniel Yashirala, right here on your program. Script, Daily Tonic in the Word. Not script of it. Daily Tonic in the Word right here. This is creativity. And with this, I say shalom and bye for now.